Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to part 6 here on my Arrow Video shelf by shelf collection overview series. So part 6 is going to be the final part of the Arrow Video series, and we're going to continue along with the box sets. These are the ones that are on top of the shelf, so it's going to be a little bit harder to deal with. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this, but first up here, we're going to start with the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast collection. This is like cereal box size. If you guys aren't familiar with this, like literally a cereal box. It's pretty cool put together. If you're a fan of HDL, you're probably going to really love this. It's a really great box set. In fact, this is like probably one of the coolest box sets ever. I actually passed on the other one specifically so I could have this one because I actually really like this one better. I like the design. So it's got your 14 films right here. Blood Feast, Scum of the Earth, 2000 Maniacs, and so on and so on and so on. I've seen pretty much every movie on here, I think, except for like one or two. No, maybe one or two. But yeah, really crazy box set. It comes with like, these two hard cover books and stuff. It's just crazy. Crazy set, man. Ridiculous stuff right there. Then we got the Years of Lead here, or Years of Lead, I should say. Five classic Italian crime thrillers, Police films. I have not really broken into this. I have seen just the one, the bottom one, the one that says no, the case is happily resolved. Crazy. Savage 3, Like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38, Highway Racer. I don't know why that keeps unfocusing, but very cool crime thriller Italian box set right there. Pretty awesome shit. Then of course we got the Phantasm set here. This is the Sphere box set. I can't really open that thing up right now, but awesome, man. One of my favorite franchises of all time, Phantasm. Absolutely, man. I can rewatch the first Phantasm. In fact, I can watch, the first four. The fifth one I've only seen twice, and you know what? I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I mean, Coscarelli was just more of, he was part of it, but he didn't direct it, so you can really tell that he didn't though. But of course, it's very modern and CG and things like that. But anyways, Phantasm franchise is fantastic. All right, next up here is the Shaw Scope Volume 1 Shaw Brothers set. I don't think they actually have anything written on the box itself, so I can't even show the films, but Volume 2 is actually coming out very, very soon, which I'm super stoked for. I'm a huge Shaw Brothers fan. Like, I could never get enough Shaw Brothers, so this was just amazing. I can't even believe that we're getting more than one volume of this. It's just crazy to me, so... so this is like a monster. It's just a monster box set. It's just ridiculous. Hopefully that'll sit up there without me dropping anything here. Next up here is the Hellraiser trilogy. Again, I actually purposely passed on the, what did they call that other edition that came out? It was like crazy. I don't know. I just didn't like the packaging. I really just prefer these type of box sets, man. The hard boxes and, with the films in them and stuff, over the digipacks and shit like that. But then again, I went and grabbed this one instead of the other one. I think this one came out first though. I think that's what happened on that one. But yeah, the first 3 Hellraisers, probably the best ones, to be honest. I shouldn't say probably. They are the best ones. The Gamera Showa era box set here. And I love the way they did this. Now, I originally they put this one, the Gamera set, out in one of these Herschel Gordon Lewis cereal box sizes. I actually did pre-order that. My copy never shipped. But I was actually kind of thankful because these things are really hard to display. There's really not a lot of room for them. And I really liked how they did this, how they cut the artwork like this and they go together. I think it's fucking awesome, man. So I'm actually pretty happy that shit didn't ship. Plus this is cheaper too, I think. So you got all these movies, like ridiculous how many movies are on here. Yeah. Early Gamera films, which I am a big fan of. Like I said, I'm going to have to keep moving shit around on here because this is really tough to do. Then we got the High C era. All right. Gamera 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've seen a lot of Gamera films. I just can't remember which ones I've seen. That's the thing with these. So, but... next up here we got the Weird Wisconsin, the Bill Rebane collection. Now, this is actually a set that I have not dug into at all. I know it's like he's like a regional director and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It actually does come with like a documentary, Who's Bill Rebane, which is awesome. The only movie that I was like fully familiar with was Monster a Go-Go. Have not seen it though, so I really need to change that and probably start checking out some of these films. Maybe I'll just end up watching them all in one kind of go type deal. So same with the Cold War Creatures, 4 films from Sam Katzman. I will be getting to the Werewolf sooner than later. It's actually part of a challenge that we're going to be doing, so really looking forward to these movies, man. They're like all from the 50s and shit, and I love that era, man. The Cold War Creatures, I'm a big fan. I've stressed that enough in my videos. I like the sci-fi horror films from like the 50s and stuff like that. They're pretty awesome. So we got the Cold War Creatures set right there. Oh, I didn't mention the films. We got the Giant Claw, Zombies of Mora 2, the Werewolf, and Creature with the Atom Brain. Such an amazing title. It's awesome. All right, so getting into the Black Cat set, which is fantastic. This is a Sergio Martino, Lucio Fulci double bill of basically Poe's Black Cat story. 2 different versions of the story. Your Voice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key by Sergio Martino, and of course The Black Cat by Lucio Fulci. Both fantastic films. The story done completely different if you're not familiar with them. I think Sergio Martino might even be one of the most underrated directors. The guy has done like 6 giallos. I think they're all fantastic, and he just never kind of gets mentioned in that giallo and that conversation and stuff. But Fulci's Black Cat movie, I actually rewatched that movie. I think last year again. Man, I love that movie. It's so good. It's crazy. He did a good job with that shit, man. But this is an amazing box set. What a cool idea to put those movies together like that. The Vengeance Trails box set that consists of 4 spaghetti westerns, and this is an amazing box set. My Name is Picos, and God Said to Cain, Massacre Time, and Banditos. Massacre Time, of course, is Lucio Fulci. And God Said to Cain, I believe that is, yeah, that's the Massimo Dallamano film, or is that Antonio Margaret? I can't remember, but they're all amazing films. Like, these are all fucking awesome. Yeah, really, really great box set right there. Can't go wrong with that shit. And then we got the Death Walks Twice, the films of Luciano Ercole, which are Death Walks at Midnight and Death Walks on High Heels. Yeah, amazing box sets. So yeah, so Death Walks at Night is the sequel to Death Walks on High Heels. Really, really good stuff. Ercole, he didn't do a lot of films, but what he did though was really, really damn good. So good stuff. The Giallo Essentials collection. Essentials. I still think it's really funny that they call this Essentials. Now there is a couple other Giallo box sets that are just repackaged of like Sergio Martino films and stuff. So if you're looking for original material, this is where you're going to find it right here. So you got Smile Before Death, The Weapon, The Hour, The Motive, or The Move. Is that what that is? The Hour, The Motive. I've never actually heard of that movie before. And of course, The Killer Reserve 9 Siege, which is obviously an Agatha Christie. I mean, the Italians must have did that story like 1,000 times, but that's quite obvious with that one. I think I talked about that in my update too. But I just recently picked this up and need to dig into those films for sure, as being a huge Giallo fan. Yeah, I'm always intrigued on some lesser known ones and stuff, because sometimes they're actually pretty decent, sometimes they're complete terrible. But the Killer Dames collection, man. Yes, so we got The Red Queen Kills 7 Times and The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. Awesome movies, man. Okay, so I always like to tell a story. The Red Queen Kills 7 Times. So I've been looking for that film for like a few years, and I was just like, okay. I finally found like this German copy of it on DVD, picked it up, and I think it was actually the day that I received it in the mail. Arrow announced this box set, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. The Red Queen Kills 7 Times is in it. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. But great stuff, man. The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. Good atmosphere. Great box set. Another great one. All right, so getting into the Road Cops and Racketeers set. Here is, this is the Region 1 version, and I do have another copy down here that I showed in the last update. That's a Region B that I'd ordered, and then I actually had this one sent to me for review, which I never get stuff sent to me for review, but this was out of the blue. But anyways, it contains the Big Racket and the Heroin Busters. I've done a full review for this before. Oh, so good, man. So good. Both movies are great. Big Racket is just phenomenal. Yeah, good shit, man. Can't go wrong with that. Then we got Lucio Fulci's City of the Living Dead. Great set here. Yeah, I'm actually wondering why, now that I think about it, that they didn't put out a 4K. I'm surprised that they just haven't. Maybe they don't have the rights anymore. I don't know. Just kind of got me thinking about all the Argentos that we showed in the last video. You know, every film that they've released, they've re-released on 4K. And I know City of the Living Dead's had a few different releases. I have another Blu-ray too. This is actually my second Arrow one. Yeah, what can I say? Fulci's my favorite director. One of my favorite movies. One of my all-time favorite everything. Zombie films. I love this shit, man. I just wish that the ending hadn't got fucked up and that they hadn't been able to properly do it, because it's kind of the one thing that really does kind of hurt this movie is just the ending is just like what they had to use because of what happened, and with the story and stuff is you know, behind the scenes and stuff, it kind of got wrecked and shit. Didn't have the money to reshoot it. Yeah, typical, right? But anyways, City of the Living Dead, classic shit. And then we got the fucking amazing Complete Sartana collection. Oh man, this shit's amazing. Yeah. If you meet Sartana, pray for your death. So, like, look at somebody say, Sartana's here, trade your pistol for a coffin. I'm Sartana, your angel of death. It's amazing. These are great, man. The first couple movies, I think the third one is probably like my least favorite one, but these are awesome films, man. They're really good. Klaus Kinski's in there. Good stuff. So, but yeah, so that is actually going to conclude. I figured that would be probably the shortest video just because, yeah, you know, it's just box sets on box sets. So, but yeah, so that's going to conclude Arrow, and I guess when I get my my act together and start organizing this room properly, I can get all my my Vinegar Syndrome and all that shit together, because all this stuff over here is all getting moved to the other side. It's all fucked up. I got Severin stuff everywhere. I got 88 film stuff all there, like, Jesus, man, I just got fucking shit everywhere. So once I get, I'll keep along with these boutique labels and shit like that, and yeah, we'll go from there. But hope you guys enjoyed the Arrow 6 video shelf by shelf overview, and leave comments down below. I'd like to hear from you guys. I'll definitely be answering them, so I'll talk to you guys then. All right, as usual, deuces.